Sup? Yeah, you were expecting a big, hey, it's Marcus Beer, Annoyed Gamer, how are you? But I'm just going with a sup. Sup? All right, so yes, it's Saturday, and it's been a slow news week. It's, you know, let's face it, E3, coming to go. Woo! Everybody's like, Microsoft, what? But we covered that last week. And to answer the question that I actually didn't answer that was posed in the subject heading of last week's show, are Microsoft forgiven? No. I do have an Xbox One on pre-order, but as I stated on Invisible Walls, I have this finger hovering above that cancel button anytime. But it's on pre-order, just in cases. Just in cases they pull this shit together. You never know, stranger things have happened. First I want to talk about censorship. This is something I'm not a big fan of, and the reason I want to talk about it is this week, the Australian Ratings Board, who, you know, brought in with much hullabaloo their 18 rating, and, you know, it's like that means Australian gamers can have lots of games now that they couldn't have before, and, you know, we're trusting the fact that if you are of a certain age, you can actually understand and play a game. And then this week they banned not one, but two games, Saints Row 4 and State of Decay. Both got their Aussie visas basically revoked. They're not coming out down there. When I've spoken in the past with regards to kids playing games, and I'm not a big fan of kids playing M-rated or R-rated or 18-rated games. Where I was born and raised in the UK, if you're under 18, you can't go in and see an 18-rated movie. You know, you can't go get a drink, and it's strictly enforced, especially in the movie theaters. You know, I don't know so much on the games, but when I used to work in retail, we didn't really have a games rating system. But I'm also of a certain mindset that if you are over the age of 18. I'm not a big fan of people chopping shit out or banning games. So the two games banned in Australia this week, State of Decay, and that's for drug use apparently. I haven't played State of Decay yet. I am waiting for it to hit the PC because I know it's coming. It looks like a good game, sounds like a good game. Sounds buggy as fuck on the 360, and why would I want to play on an old generation console? Snark. And then Saints Row was banned for anal probes. They must love South Park down there. I mean, you know, first episode, Cartman gets an anal probe. Games, like it or not, are an entertainment medium, and games are an art medium now because it's somebody's creative endeavor that they have produced to share with the world. So games are art. In fact, I'm shutting down the argument forever because in my mind, on this show, on Annoyed Gamers, from now on, games are art. And I don't like art being censored. This also goes back to, you know, the discussion I had a couple of months ago where the art style of Dragon's Crown came out and was criticized because, oh, there's big boobies and all this other stuff. It's art. It's that person's vision. As I'm thinking of this more, I don't think those visions should be fucked with. And I don't think people should be denied that art. Michelangelo's David. When people want to censor that, when it comes, you know, it goes on a tour or whatever, just like that episode of The Simpsons, I think, where they covered it up because his wiener was showing. There is a bright spot on the horizon for you Australian gamers and for you German gamers and everybody else who is like, oh my God, this game's banned in this country. It's called lack of region lock. And that's the best thing coming with the next generation consoles. PlayStation and Xbox have said no region lock. They're going to be region free, so you can have games that aren't available in your area and you can have them in their original uncensored form. But yeah, basically censorship wrong. Australia, sort your life out. The benefit in the long term is that we are going region free. So yeah, games are art as well. All right, next segment, and Gamescom is coming up. And now I want to basically send out a little message to the console manufacturers and everybody as to what I expect out of you over the next couple of weeks, you know, building up to and at Gamescom. We've had the US announcements of Xbox One and PlayStation 4. We've had E3 and everything was US centric, and that's all great, and NFL and backwards compatibility streaming coming next year. But the rest of the world has been like, hello, we're here. What's going on, please? And I don't blame them, because Europe in particular, you know, my old stomping ground, really has had, what's the phrase? Fuck all to really shout about. I mean, yeah, we know the games are coming, but every other cool feature that's attached, they're not getting any of that. And that's what Microsoft and Sony need to do over the next couple of weeks. And look, I'm sorry, I'm just going to step back for a second and say Nintendo's not a player anymore. And people are going to get really upset about that. As of right now, Nintendo, in my eyes, is not a player in the next generation because they're not participating in the next generation. So Sony, first of all, Gamescom, make some announcements. Get your streaming system ready for backwards compatibility. Any other deals? You really need to start pushing this out to Europe. Let Microsoft worry about the US then, because you're going to take the rest of the world. And Microsoft, yeah, in those 21 territories that you're still sticking with, first of all, look to expand that. It's ridiculous that people in Poland can't play The Witcher 3 on Xbox 360. And there's people who are going not to be able to play Titanfall or whatever in territories around the world because their console's not supported there. You've rolled back the DRM, you're making the changes with the region free. So you know what? Disable this last thing, because honestly, it's friggin' ridiculous. In fact, just turn off Connect. Make people have to physically turn on Connect. So for Sony, Gamescom is a huge opportunity. They can basically say, anywhere you want, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Wales, Iceland, anywhere. PS4 plays. That's why I expect them to totally build up a huge lead in Europe at the start of the next generation. But they've also got to figure out what they're going to do with the backwards compatibility streaming, the additional features, Crackle, the European equivalent of Netflix, Hulu, whatever, Sky Sports, and those things need to be locked down. You can't continue to basically treat everywhere outside of the US as second-class citizens. You're gonna have to start localizing content and delivering it in the first 6 to 8 months of the console's launch. Because if I buy a console in a European country and I look at it and I see all these cool features in the US and I want to know why I don't have them, I'm going to get a little bit pissed. And I would actually say to anybody who's considering pre-ordering a next-gen console, in particular the Xbox One right now, don't. If you're from those territories, until they come and deliver, wait until Gamescom. Wait to see what they have to say. If they can't say that they're doing that shit, fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Yeah, just to finish up and to give you a taste of what to expect on the next Annoyed Gamer, I'm going to answer a question from Twitter. And this is a kind of funny one. This is from @jcabs20h, who wants to know, do you drink before episodes or do you just wake up so evil? LOL. No, I don't drink because I actually do have a 25-mile drive and, you know, drink driving, not a good idea. No, basically, I film Annoyed Gamer between 10 and 11 on a Thursday morning. And anybody in my life who, on an intimate basis, like, you know, my family, my wife, they will tell you, I'm a fucking asshole before noon. Absolutely. I need my sleep. So, yes, I get up early, I'm an asshole. Back next week. Follow me on Twitter. Bye.
See all of our shows and game reviews now on the brand new GT app on Xbox Live and the GT Originals iOS app too.